morning, welcome back. We're going to get started today on why we have been seeing 555. Love and light spirit guides that watch over all of us. Please show us more about why we've been seeing 555. Why have we been seeing 555? Hang in there with me, guys. With these cards, a lot of times I need to pull all of them so I can look at the surrounding cards. So far, I'm definitely picking up, and this would make sense. Because usually 555s bring in a big change. And it looks like someone just recently went through an ending of some sort. Looking back on what happened. I mean, most likely this was a relationship, but for some of you, you could have recently experienced an actual, you know, you might have lost a loved one, and or all of this change has caused a lot of anxiety in you. But I also see you reflecting on growth. Yeah. You're reflecting on everything you took from these relationships. And I'm specifically, this card for me always shows me, you know, trying to make something fit inside of something that doesn't fit. Whether it was the other people involved in the relationships try to make that of you, or you try to make that of yourself, fitting into other relationships that aren't really meant for you, was tying up your energy, you know, constricting it, and causing you a lot of pain. But the lesson that you've learned here, the lesson that you've learned is really going to open things up for you, bringing in a lot of happiness, peace, success. Show us more about this 555. Why are we seeing 555? I get the feeling, whoever this was, that this person, you who's watching this, has been through a lot of pain and difficulty. The other thing that is coming along with this change is that your spiritual gifts are awakening. Yeah, you are like deeply surrounded with spiritual comforts and support right now. I'm hearing, don't be afraid to rest. Do not be afraid to rest. We will protect you and guide you and shield you. This is important. This recovery is important. It's an important, huge part of your growth. Meditate. I've been hearing that a lot lately. Spend as much time as you can in meditation. This is someone who finds meditation difficult for whatever reason. For whatever reason, please try and find little moments, even if it's little moments all throughout the day. I'm hearing this is very important for you right now. Yeah, focus on your love. Focus on taking care of yourself, loving yourself, accepting, trust yourself. This situation here has happened. Things happened the way they happened because this is a huge part of your journey, is learning to trust yourself. This is for someone who probably lost sight of that, stopped trusting themselves, doesn't listen to their intuition, doesn't trust their intuition. Part of this pain and difficulty you went through was to help you learn. This is part of your spiritual gift. Like, your natural intuition is very strong and powerful and helpful, and it's actually a spiritual gift for you. I know a lot of people are going, whatever, we all have an intuition. Now you're saying we all have spirit. Well, yeah, we do all have spiritual gifts, actually. We all do. And they do require awakening. But in this particular case, I'm referring to someone who has like a supernatural intuition, okay? Like a extra heightened. So this message is kind of specific. Make time for rest. I am hearing that is really, if you're someone who's always on the go or very busy, please, please, please make time for rest. I'm going to go in this direction here because this is a specific kind of message for someone. You're going to know if it's you. This is helping you regrow your power. Whatever these difficult circumstances were, like I said, I couldn't tell if it was you trying to fit in somewhere where you didn't, or someone else trying to like trap you into something that you don't fit in. I do get the sense of that. Like people taking advantage of your good nature. Feeding off of your power, kind of taking your power away. This like healing that you're going through after, you know, these cycles have closed, thank goodness. So now is the time, like the cycles have closed. You don't have to feel the pain or any of that anymore. It's you're in this place of reflecting on what happened, healing, growing, and through that your power is going to come back to you naturally, right? Because it naturally already belongs to you. This is a special, you know, you're highly spiritually supported. You have unique spiritual gifts and power, and people wanted to take advantage of you a lot, and it took a lot of your power from you, or really stifled your power. And through this rest and healing, that's why it's so important to rest. Because through this time, that's what these fives are, right? This is a time of huge change for you, but like a positive change. This isn't like a bad, like you already experienced your rough, difficult tower moments. Yeah, trust the intuitive nudges you are getting, because it is divinely guided. Yeah, this is about that change, and I said the cycles have ended. This is a time of letting go of those contracts, you know, like soul contracts that you had that were here really, they were difficult, but they were really here to teach you. So those are complete and finished. And now it is time to focus on, yeah, you might be a spiritual teacher. What are you being called to do? This is part of your calling. For who you're going to know if this is for you, this is a very specific message. I know a lot of people watch tarot readings these days, which is great. I think it's a wonderful way to get an extra ear, a little extra guidance. But not everybody who watches tarot readings necessarily is on that path. You know, like, you know, in your heart you're meant to be a lawyer or something. It doesn't mean that you know, this is a specific message for someone who's meant to be kind of like a spiritual guide, I think. So glad I brought my purpose cards out here today, even though I very rarely use them on these videos, and today I get to use them, right? I'm excited because I love them. See if I can get one more of these. They really want these cards right here to come out. Yeah. Don't dim your light. Do not dim your light and try to fit in. I was hearing that earlier, that you might be tested here and there. This is something that seems to be an important issue for you. Whoever this reading is for, that you know, you have a struggle of allowing certain kinds of people to do this thing to you. These cards appear that, you know, to pull you into something that might not feel right for you, or you know it's not right for you, and get taken advantage of, or something to that effect. I'm hearing that you may be tested on that again. Okay, so be very aware. This is why it's so important to learn to trust, to let that huge intuition you have come back out. And when you know something is not right and not healthy, and someone's pulling you in away from yourself, you know, cut it off, cut it out. You are going through energetic upgrades. Yes. Nice. It is time. If you were wondering if it's time to start pulling in more people like yourself, yes, it is time. You do not have to do this alone. You know the way. Don't doubt yourself. It's funny because I've never been a big fan. I've had some, you know, special experiences with the fives when they show up, and I like this. Whoever this is for, this is good. That's interesting. I have a card from another deck stuck in here. I'm gonna leave it in there. All right. So, since this is so specific for someone who's really being called to like a spiritual journey, even a spiritual position, please show us more about this path, please. Show us more about this path, our purpose that we're being called to. Please show this person more about this purpose they're being called to. What is this purpose, spiritual purpose? This is another, yes, about the harsh. I get this card a lot next to like reminders to set boundaries and things. Leadership. If you are someone who you've had kind of a strong personality, you know, you can have a strong personality and still get caught up in the wrong crowd and have people take advantage of you. But if you feel like you have kind of a strong personality, that is part of that leadership quality, right? You heal, inspire, and teach with your words. Specifically, if someone feels like they are a writer or likes to write. Wow, yeah, definitely. You're definitely meant to write something. We've got writing and author coming out. That's part of this change. You are this. The fives are about this change. Maybe you feel a nudge or something. You already may be taking steps in that direction. Definitely keep going, please. Keep going. I'm getting a side note here to please make sure you're mindful with your diet. If you're someone who gets in a hurry and, you know, grabs whatever's fast but it's not healthy, try to be more mindful with that. I felt called to pull this card out. It's not even from this deck. And it says, it's about, you know, don't stifle yourself because you're trying to get it perfect. I'm going to read it specifically, okay? But that's what this card is about. That your tendency towards perfectionism is slowing you down. So, let's see. It says, polishing your creative project is fine, but don't allow perfectionistic fear to result in procrastination. So, try not to overthink, overplan, and try and get things just right. That was me quoting just right. And just go for it. This is awesome. Whoever this is for, awesome. And good luck to you. I hope you got something out of this reading.